iPhone.
Yes, we can.
Hello and welcome to Digital Natives here on Fullerton College Television. My name is Anthony Lascano, and today we will be having a fellow Hornet share with us on why they chose their major and how that choice will benefit their future. Here with us is Ajane Monreal. Hello,
Hi.
Ajane.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Quick question to start us off. How long have you been attending Fullerton College?
For 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. It's
Awesome.
amazing. You know what's funny is because I was deciding, like I was really indecisive on which college to go to straight after high school. And it was either Santa Monica or Fullerton College. And then I looked a little bit more into the broadcasting program for Fullerton College, and I was like, wow, it's amazing. So then I was like, okay, that's it. I went in here.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. I mean, look where we are now. This is a good program. You know, this is something that will put you in a place where you can practice your profession.
Oh, yes.
So, what are you studying here at Fullerton College?
Radio and television broadcasting. So yeah, I've been here like every single day. I love being here in the studio and the studio for the radio television, for the radio.
Right.
College
Yeah, the radio studio.
Yeah.
It's fun in there. What are your plans for after college? You know, if you could elaborate a little bit more on your career goals.
Yeah. Actually, I want to work for a radio station called Bro 92.3.
Okay.
Hopefully, you know, just work myself up there
Yeah.
and work with big boys sometime.
Hey, yeah, big boy, definitely. Speaking of that goal, have you taken any solid steps? Anything that you feel like, well, I'm taking the right steps in the right direction towards that goal?
Oh yeah, of course. I would say just coming here to Fullerton College, it's actually really preparing me. And then like off on the side, like I do mini projects like with my friends that are, you know, going into the same industry as me. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a good idea, you know, if I could elaborate on that, to surround yourself with people who are, you know, peers who have the same goal as you. So when you mentioned that, it definitely rang a bell in my head saying like, oh, that's a good idea for a student. If you could intern with any company, which company would it be and why?
Bro 92.3, simply because Big Boy is there. I admire him very much. It's crazy because I used to listen to Power 106, and that's where he started off.
Okay.
And, you know, so growing up listening to that radio station was like amazing. And then to find out that he ended up moving since that whole business and happened, so he ended up being at Real 92.3. I followed through with him because, like, you know, I look up to him.
Of course, you got to follow Big Boy. You're a big fan, I can tell.
Yeah.
So another question for you. What do you do when you're not at school? Do you do anything like a hobby or something like that?
You know, I just do like little shows here and there with my friends on YouTube and stuff like that. And I work a lot, so I do a lot of working, you know, that college life, college student life.
Yeah, it's a struggle, honestly.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up and go to commercials, I got another question for you. Have you always wanted to work in this industry?
Oh, yeah, ever since I was little. I mean, I knew since the start. And basically, you know, I would watch Disney Channel and I would like reenact the actors and actresses acting.
Right.
And it was like, I want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, definitely. I can relate to that. You know, being a little kid and following your dreams all the way through to adulthood is something that you don't really see a lot, honestly. You think that you want to do one thing and then things change. So I appreciate that you actually followed through with that. You said that you used to watch Disney Channel. Is that something that got you into like the idea of being on TV?
Yeah, actually. It was like a little bit of acting at first, and then eventually I realized I was a horrible actress, and I was like, oh, well, this isn't for me.
I'm sure you're not that bad.
Yeah. And then, so then eventually I was like, all right, like I want to talk. I want to be a host. I want to broadcast.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and break to commercials soon. But when we come back, we're going to continue talking to Ajane, and we're going to elaborate more on her goals and what she wants to do after the fact or when she's actually there. So when we come back, we'll continue more with that, and we will be right back with you guys shortly. Welcome back to Digital Natives. I'm your host, Anthony. We were sharing thoughts today with Ajane, and she was telling us a little bit about how ever since she was a little girl, she wanted to kind of become something in the entertainment industry. And if you could tell us a little bit more about that, ever since you were a little kid, what were some of the things that you would do as a kid?
Honestly, now this might sound crazy. I would walk around acting like there was a cameraman following me. Okay, so like I would walk around my grandmother's house, and I would just enter like a little section part of the house, like the living room, the kitchen. I would just like talk to the, imaginary cameraman,
Right.
and be like, and we're back on MTV Cribs. Here's
Yeah.
the kitchen, and this was blah blah blah, whatever price. Just make things up.
Right,
And it was
right.
insane. Like I don't know why. I just
Yeah.
love it. I love it so much. And I just feel so alive when I'm in front of the camera. It's
Yeah.
insane. And so ever since then, I knew. I mean, I think the only time I ever thought of being something else other than a broadcaster was being a teacher. But that was when I was in kindergarten.
Right.
And then, and then after that, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, you kind of just like dropped that one
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, right when I finished kindergarten, I was like, bye.
You're like, nope, no more teacher. What do you think made you want to settle for a career here in the entertainment industry? Because, a lot of the times you see these people like interviewing celebrities, but, after a few years, you don't really see them anymore. So what is it that made you want to stay in that industry?
You know what? Like just starting off like as a kid, and I think I just want to pursue into that, and hopefully someday I will be a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally. And hopefully other people will look up to me the way I do with Big Boy or Liz Hernandez. Like I look up to them so much, and I'm like, if they can do it, I could do it, most definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work behind it. It's a lot of work. We make the job look so easy, but they don't audience don't really get to see that hard work part of it. Yeah.
I like that you said that. I like that you said that you want to be a legend. Being somebody, myself, being somebody who is also looking to pursue a career in the entertainment industry, I like that you have no limit to what your goals are going to be. You say you want to be a legend. I can already see this is a legend mentality. So I appreciate the fact that you said that.
Thank you.
Speaking of that, speaking of legends, do you have any role models that you kind of look to and base yourself off of?
Yeah, like honestly, like I said, throughout this entire Big Boy,
Big Boy?
Liz Hernandez, I would say Walt Disney.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. If you, I don't know if you ever seen that movie, Walt Before Mickey. A lot of people did not believe in him and his, his creativity, and it's insane because like he was like, no, but I have a vision.
Yeah.
And so many people don't really get to, and for him to just proceed through with it, and look at Disneyland
exactly.
here in California, Disneyland over there in Florida, and so it's just amazing. Oh, another one, Kanye West, because he's just like so like, no, I believe in myself. I believe in myself, and then
he's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Are you gonna vote for him for president in 2020?
Absolutely. We're counting it out on the paper. Check.
I don't know if that's true or not. Just another question I have for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What is your short-term goal?
5 years. Honestly, just traveling the world, but broadcasting as well. Gotcha. So, having my own show on the radio and just talking to LA and just traveling. Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. Going back to Walt Disney, if you could talk to him or Big Boy, any of your role models, you can choose one.
Okay.
What would you say?
I would say Walt Disney, just because like a lot of struggles that he has been through, I kind of can relate to it. So like I just want to ask him to like, how did he get through that? Like, what'd you do? Like,
Okay. Just another question before we wrap up here. Since you mentioned that you have a few different role models and they kind of all play different roles in the industry, what is your ideal job in the entertainment industry and why?
Okay, to be a personality host on a radio, and then eventually work myself up to television and be a broadcaster for the red carpets. And you can imagine me in a beautiful gown,
right,
and just interviewing people like, oh, what are you wearing today? Like, just something like that. So.
Okay. And just another real quick question before we finish up here. If you had to move to pursue your dreams, would you be willing to move? Even if it meant you had to go really far and leave your family?
Oh, absolutely. In a second.
Awesome.
Honestly. I would just be like, pack, go.
Well, there you go. You can see the passion in Asianae, and you can see that she really wants to pursue her dreams. She's definitely a digital native. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name was Anthony. This was Asianae. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We'll tune in with you guys next time.